morning. So today I am going to teach you abnormal molecular masses. Abnormal molecular masses. Okay. So I have taught you if it is delta TB, then it is equal to Kb into m molarity, and from here we can say this Kb into molarity is equal to Wb upon Mb into Wa. So from we can say this Mb means molecular mass or molar mass of solute will be equal to Mb is equal to Kb into Wb upon delta Tb into Wa. Okay. Or we can say in any of the colligative properties I told you delta Tb. Okay. From here you can see delta Tb is equal to Kb into Wb upon Mb into Wa. Delta Tf, it is depression in freezing point, and it is equal to Kf into Wb upon Mb into Wa. Okay. Say it is pi is equal to CRT. Pi is equal to CRT, where I told you C is N by V, number of moles of solute. So number of moles of solute means what? Wb upon Mb. Wb upon Mb into volume of solution in liter. Say it is V into R into T. So you can see here in every formula this Mb means molecular mass or molar mass is present in denominator, or we can say every colligative property is inversely proportional to the molecular mass. Getting this or not? So we can say molecular mass of solute is inversely proportional to the colligative properties, or we can say their colligative properties. Getting this or not? Every time you can see this molecular mass of solute is present in denominator. It means if this molecular mass will increase, then colligative property will decrease. Okay. Or if this molecular mass will decrease, then colligative property will increase. So from here we can say molecular mass of solute, that is Mb, molecular mass of solute, is inversely proportional to the colligative property. Okay. This is our conclusion. Okay. Now come to what is abnormal molecular mass. Okay. So before understanding this, we will try to remind one thing. I told you about non-electrolyte solute, and other I told you it is electrolyte solute. Non-electrolytic, you can say non-electrolytic solute, and other is electrolytic solute. Then I have told you in case of non-electrolytic solute, neither association neither association nor dissociation of solute particle will take place. Solute particle, okay, particle takes place in the solution. Do you remember? I have told you earlier, two types of solute are there. One is non-electrolytic solute, means non-electrolyte. Other is electrolytic solute, means electrolyte. In case of non-electrolytic solute, there is neither association nor dissociation of solute particle takes place in the solution. Getting this, na? Means what? For example, we can say if it is sucrose, okay, means C12H22O11. If it is sugar, and suppose we are taking 34.2 gram of sucrose, 34.2 gram of this sugar, sucrose or sugar, okay, 34.2 gram of sugar we are taking in, say, 1 kg solvent. Getting this? Then in this case, if we are going to find, say, anything in 1 kg, right here, in 1 liter solution, 1 liter solution, right this. Okay, then if in this case we want to find this as osmotic pressure pi, then it will be equal to CRT. CRT means this is number of moles upon volume of solution in liter. So number of moles will be 3.2 upon 342. It is its molar mass. Okay, I into 1 liter into R, and say temperature is room temperature 298 Kelvin. So from this we can find out this osmotic pressure pi. Okay, and if 1 mole of C12H22O11 is taken there, then 1 mole of C12H22O11 will be present in the solution, and that's why colligative property is not going to change here, because I told you neither association nor dissociation will take place in this, and colligative property is directly proportional to the number of moles of the solute. Okay, so if number of moles of solute is 1 mole here, then accordingly colligative property will be calculated. In this case, observed calculative property, in this case observed colligative property CV will be equal to calculated colligative property, colligative property CV. Getting this now? Means there will be no deviation, okay, in the result, as the colligative property means will be calculated theoretically, it will be equal to the observed colligative property. Getting this now? Because neither association nor dissociation is taking place here. Okay, but when it comes to electrolytic solute, then in electrolytic solute, what happens when it is dissolved in the solution? Okay, either it gets associated or dissociated. In the solution. For example, if it is NaCl, it is electrolyte. So if it is NaCl and you are using 1 mole of NaCl, and if you will consider it is 100% dissociating in water, 100% dissociating in water, then what will happen? It will produce Na plus Cl minus. Okay, so this Na plus means 1 mole Na plus, and Cl minus means 1 mole Cl minus. So initially we took 1 mole NaCl. Initially we took 1 mole NaCl and dissolved it in water. But what happened, as it got dissolved in water, it got dissociated, okay, into Na plus ion and Cl minus ion. Okay, produced 1 mole Na plus and 1 mole Cl minus, means total 2 mole. Getting this now? So this will be calculated colligative property. This NaCl will give you calculated colligative property Cp. And say if in this case value will be, say if in this case value will be 3, then it will give you observed colligative property, experimentally obtained observed colligative property, and you will get here value to be equal to 6. Why? This value came equal to 3 because only 1 mole of NaCl was considered. But as it got dissolved in water, it got dissociated in 2 moles. And if 1 mole will give value 3, then 2 mole will give you value 6. Getting this or not? Means colligative property is increasing after dissociation. Okay, getting this now? Means here I is equal to 3 and here I is equal to 6. Okay. And as we know, molecular mass is inversely proportional to the colligative property. Here we have discussed. Okay, molecular mass is inversely proportional to colligative property. So when it was 3, when colligative property was 3, okay, then molecular mass should be equal to, means here two cases are means we are encountering here two cases. In one case I is equal to 3 and other case I, colligative property, quantum factor we can say, is equal to 6. Okay, and as we know, this molecular mass depends upon colligative property and both are inversely proportional to each other. Means here less value in denominator, once it is molecular mass, m molecular mass is equal to 1 by 3, is directly proportional to 1 by 3. In other case it is equal to 1 by 6. It is 1 by 3. So in first case it is 1 by 3, in second case it is 1 by 6. It means here its value will be more, and when it is proportional to 1 by 6, its value will be less. Getting this or not? So this is case before dissociation. This is the case after dissociation. Means what? The expected molecular mass is going to change here. Okay, in case of association or in case of dissociation, the molecular mass which was expected will change after association of solid particles or dissociation of solid particles. And due to, we will say, and this changed molecular mass is called as abnormal molecular mass. Getting this or not? If there is no association, no dissociation, means electrolyte, it is solute is non-electrolyte, then we will say it is molecular mass. But when it is electrolytic solute, then in this case either association of solute or dissociation of solute will take place, and in this case either Van 't Hoff factor is going to increase or going to decrease. And we know molecular mass is inversely proportional to colligative property. So it means directly we can say our molecular mass is going to change, either it will increase or either it will decrease. If colligative property is increasing, then molecular mass will be decreased, and if colligative property is decreasing, then molecular mass will be increased. We are not going to get the normal molecular mass. Getting this or not? And that's why it is called as abnormal molecular mass. Okay, so we will discuss abnormal molecular mass in case of association of solid particles and in case of dissociation of solid particles. So it is abnormal molecular mass in case of association of solid particles. Association of solute particles. Okay, means say it is CS3 COOH, 2 moles of CS3 COOH in benzene. If it is 100% associating, if it is 100% associating, then it will dimerize. It will dimerize. I have told you now. It will dimerize like this: CS3 C double bond O OH. Again here it will be CS3 C double bond O OH. Okay. Why this will get dimerized? Because there exists hydrogen bonding between two molecules of CS3COOH. Okay, in this way. Here it is partial negative, here it is partial positive, here it is partial positive, here it is partial negative. So force of attraction will exist here and it is hydrogen bonding. It will result in hydrogen bonding. And due to which it will get associated. It will get associated. Means what? Initially it was given 2 moles. Means initially solution was given 2 moles of CS3COOH, and after dissolution what happens? These two got associated and dimerized and reduced to 1 mole. Getting this or not? So before association, colligative property, before association, colligative property CP, okay, was more, because colligative property depends upon number of moles of solute. Here 2 moles of solute, here only 1 mole of solute is there. So 2 moles of solute means it will, means colligative properties will be more here. And after association, it is after association. After association, what will happen? After association, colligative property, after association only 1 mole is left there, so colligative property will be less. And as molecular mass is inversely proportional to the colligative property, so in this case, if colligative property, it is just doubled, na? Here say it is colligative property is, say here it is 2x, then here it is colligative property this time will be equal to x, just reduced by 1 by 2. It was 2, it is 1. So if it is 2x colligative property, here it will give you x. Okay, so here since colligative property is more, means molecular mass will be less, means abnormal molecular mass will be less. Here it is colligative property is less, means abnormal molecular mass will be more. In this way it works. Okay, abnormal molecular mass, simply I have told you molecular mass depends upon the colligative property. Both are inversely proportional to each other. If colligative property is more, then molecular mass is going to less, and if colligative property is less, then molecular mass is going to more. Okay. So this time nearly molecular mass will be doubled. Okay, here it is, sorry, it is only molecular mass, before association it is molecular mass, and here it is abnormal molecular mass. It will give you abnormal molecular mass. Okay, so in this case what will happen, I am going to write here, in case of association of solute particles, in case of association of solute particles, the molecular mass of solute is nearly double of abnormal molecular masses. Okay, in case of association, okay, of solute particles, better to write here in case of 100% association. Okay, in case of 100% association of solute particles in the molecular mass, okay, sorry, in case of 100% association of solute particles, the molecular mass of solute is nearly double of the abnormal molecular mass. Nearly double. Why? Because 100% of association is taking place. Getting this? In case of this association less than 100%, then abnormal molecular mass will be less than molecular mass. But this time we can't say that molecular mass is nearly double of the abnormal molecular mass, because 100% association is not taking place in this case. Okay. Okay. Now abnormal molecular mass in case of dissociation. Put heading abnormal molecular mass in case of dissociation of solute particles. So what will happen this time? This time we will write in case of dissociation, in case of say 100% dissociation of solute particles, okay, of solute particles, the molecular mass of solute, okay, particle is nearly half. This time it will get half, nearly half of the abnormal molecular mass. Getting this now? Why this is happening? Because in this case, if An solute particle is being dissolved, then it is dissociating into Na. Okay, and that's why we say colligative property is increasing. So if colligative property will increase, then abnormal molecular mass will decrease, and that's why here abnormal molecular mass is nearly half of molecular mass. Okay, so in case of 100% dissociation of solid particles, the molecular mass of solute is nearly half of abnormal molecular mass. Change this now. It will be abnormal molecular mass. Abnormal molecular mass of solute is nearly half of molecular mass. Okay. So this is abnormal molecular mass. We have discussed Van 't Hoff factor, we have discussed abnormal molecular mass. Now we will be solving some numericals, and this chapter solution is over. Okay. So come to numericals. question is calculate the osmotic pressure of 5% solution of 5% solution of cane sugar it is sucrose at 15 degrees Celsius. 15 degrees Celsius. R is given equal to 0.0821 liter ATM K inverse mole inverse. Okay. So in this question we have to calculate osmotic pressure. What is osmotic pressure? Osmotic pressure is pi and it is CRT. Pi is equal to CRT, where C is concentration, R is gas constant and T is the given temperature. Now it is given at 15 degrees Celsius. 15 degrees Celsius means what? We have to take temperature in Kelvin. So 15 degrees Celsius means 273 plus 15 and it will be equal to 288 Kelvin. Okay, so 15 degrees Celsius in Kelvin will be 288 Kelvin. Okay, now calculate osmotic pressure pi of 5% solution of cane sugar. It is 5% solution of cane sugar. Cane sugar means sucrose of sucrose. So 5% solution of sucrose means what? It means 5 gram of C12H22O11 is there. Means what is this? This is mass of solute. Mass of solute means what? It is WB. So we have given WB is equal to 5 gram. Okay. Also, if we know the solute, then we can calculate its molecular mass or molar mass. So MB, it is C12H22O11 means 12 into 12 plus 22 into 1 plus 16 into 11. Means it will be 144 plus 22 plus it will be 16 into 11 means 176. So it will give you 12. Okay, it will be 4, 14, 2, 3, 342 gram mole inverse. Okay, so this is what? MB, molar mass of solute. Okay. So 5% means 5 gram. Okay. And rest is what? Rest is what? Means 5% in 100 ml na? In 100 ml means we have given volume of solution is equal to 100 ml. So we will say in liter it will be 0.1 liter. Getting this? Because we have to convert volume in liter. We are going to calculate molarity first. Okay. Now come to the calculation. Pi is equal to CRT. Pi is equal to CRT. C is number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liter. So we can say number of moles can be find as 5 gram upon this its molar mass 342 gram mole inverse into volume of solution in liter 0.1. Okay, into R. R is given 0.0821, not given. In every time, every case we have to take 0.0821 liter ATM K inverse mole inverse. Okay, so write it here, 0.0821 liter ATM K inverse mole inverse. Okay, and temperature we have calculated 288 Kelvin, so it will be multiplied by 288 Kelvin. Okay, so liter will get cancelled, mole inverse will get cancelled. Okay, so gram will get cancelled. Okay, so we will get pi is equal to 5 into 0.0821. This K inverse and K will get cancelled into 288 upon 342 into 0.1 ATM, atmospheric pressure. Pi is osmotic pressure, so obviously we are going to get it in ATM. Okay, so just calculate this. It will be 10 to the power 4, 10. Okay, so we can say 288 means it will give you 144, it will give you 171. Okay, then we can say it is 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 7, sorry 5 4s are 20.2, 342 multiplied by 10, then we can say 342 171, okay, it is 72, again 142 means 72, it will give you 85.5, here it will be equal to 636. Okay, so whatever it is going to take time. Okay, so just calculate this now. Okay, just calculate, divide this. Okay, you will get answer equal to osmotic pressure. Okay, now come to next question, you will get it. Okay, just solve this. Now come to next question. Next question is, (200 centimeter cube of an aqueous solution of protein contain 1.26 gram of protein, 1.26 gram of protein. The osmotic pressure of such a solution, the osmotic pressure of such a solution at 300 Kelvin found to be is found to be 2.57 into 10 to the power minus 3 bar. Calculate the molar mass of protein. Calculate the molar mass of protein. Getting this? So question is, it is given volume is equal to 200 cm cube. Okay, means in liter it will be equal to 0.2 liter. Then 1.26 gram of protein is given, means we have given WB and it is equal to 1.26 gram. Then the osmotic pressure of such a solution, osmotic pressure is given, pi is given 2.57 into 10 to the power minus 3 bar. Okay. Temperature is given 300 Kelvin. Okay. Calculate the molar mass of protein. Calculate the molar mass of protein. So we know pi is equal to CRT. C can be written as WB upon MB into volume of solution in liter multiplied by R into T. We have to calculate molar mass of protein, means MB. Molar mass of protein means molar mass of solute, means MB. So MB will be equal to WB upon pi into V, okay, into R into T. This pi is osmotic pressure here. Okay, don't use 22/7. It is osmotic pressure here. It is given here 2.57 into 10 to the power minus 3 bar. So just put every values. So MB will be equal to WB. WB is given 1.26 gram into R. R is 0. I have told you it is 0.0821. Okay. Liter. It is in bar na. So write here bar. Liter bar. K inverse. Mole inverse. Multiplied by temperature in Kelvin, so 300 Kelvin it is given upon pi. Pi is given 2.57 into 10 to the power minus 3 bar. Okay, into V volume it is 0.2 liter. Okay, so it will be bar got cancel, liter got cancel, Kelvin got cancel. Okay, so we have 1.26 into 0.0821 into 300 upon 2.56 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 0.2 gram. Solve this, just divide and multiply, and you will get the value of molar mass of protein. Okay, come to next question. Next question is, what osmotic pressure would what osmotic pressure would 1.25 molar 1.25 molar sucrose solution exhibit at 25 degrees Celsius? The density of the solution is the density of the solution is 1.34 gram per ml. Getting this? This time we have to calculate osmotic pressure, okay, of 1.2 molar sucrose. Okay. So what to do? 25 degrees Celsius. So it will be 25 degrees Celsius means 298 calorie. Okay. So temperature we know. We have to calculate osmotic pressure. Density we have given, and density is equal to 1.34 gram ml. Okay. So what to do? Here it is given 1.25 molar. 1.25 molar sucrose solution. Sucrose means what? C12H22O11 solution. Isn't it? Okay. So we know molality is equal to WB upon MB into WA in kg, means here it is 1 kg. So this molality is given 1.25, WB is given WB we don't know, so write here WB upon MB, we know MB, this is sucrose, so its MB will be 342 gram mole inverse. So write it here 342. Okay, this WA mass of solvent in kg, it is 1 kg. So from here we can say WB will be equal to 1.25 into this 342 gram. Okay, means it will give you 342 into 125 means 10 inch. It will give you 427.5. It will be equal to WB is equal to 427.5 gram. Okay, so we have calculated mass of solute. Now we can calculate molarity. Why to calculate molarity? Because we have to calculate osmotic pressure, and we know osmotic pressure is equal to CRT, and this C is what? This is concentration. In terms of molarity, it is what? It is WB upon MB into volume of solution in liter. So at first we have to calculate molarity. but to find molarity we have to calculate volume of solution in liter. Okay, so this is mass of solute. So mass of solution will be mass of solution. It will be mass of solute plus solvent. Okay, so mass of solute is 427.5. Mass of solvent is 1000, means 1 kg means 1000 gram. So it will be equal to 1427.5 gram. This is what? Mass of solution. Mass of solution. Say it is MS, mass of solution. Now we know one formula. Density is equal to mass by volume. Density is equal to mass by volume. We have to calculate volume of solution. So from here we can say volume will be equal to mass by density. Mass of solution we have calculated 1427.5 upon volume, density is given na 1.34 gram, okay, per ml. Getting this or not? So from here we will calculate volume, and I think it will be 1427, 1.34. It will be about 1000 something. Okay, just calculate it. Just calculate it. So now we will get volume. So once we have got volume, we can calculate C. C will be what? C will be WB upon MB, and this volume. So volume we have calculated, WB we have calculated. It is 427.5. MB we know, MB is 342. This volume we have calculated. So from this we will get C. Once we get C, and we know pi is equal to CRT. R you know 0.0821. T you know it is given 298 Kelvin. C you have calculated. Just put these values here and you will get your answer. Okay. So in this way we have finished this chapter. Okay. Thank you.